morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another episode of FLX Brunch. This morning you have the Finger Lakes Wine Country team. I'm Christina Roberts, and I have with me Lori Ward and Beth Kerwin. And we are here wishing you a very happy Easter, and we hope that you are celebrating with your family or friends, or if anything else, you're joining us for our brunch, our virtual brunch during quarantine time. So we're all getting really creative. But we're here just to say hello and share some of how we are celebrating Easter this year. So Lori, I'm gonna pass it off to you and ask you to share your awesome cocktail recipe.
Okay, so what I need you to do, everybody, is go get yourself a champagne flute, all right? And then I have a bottle of Finger Lakes Distilling's Cassis liqueur. So Cassis are black currants. So it's also, if you don't have Finger Lakes Distilling Cassis, you can also use Chambord, or leave this out of the recipe entirely, because you'll see. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour just a teeny little bit in the glass. You saw I don't have much, just a tiny little bit. Then I'm gonna get a bottle of bubbly. And what I have is Great Western. This is made by Pleasant Valley Wine Company in Hammondsport, New York. Many of us have had Great Western on our tables for years. So this is a Great Brut bubbly. It's fresh, it's very, very dry. So if you like sweet, grab a bubbly. It's got a little bit more of a residual sugar to it, but this has got a great bubble to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour the champagne on top of the Kir, or on top of the Cassis. And what I am making right now is called a Kir Royale. Kir is named after Felix Kir, who was the mayor of Dijon, France, after World War II. And Felix Kir only served, he served white wine from France and then Cassis from France to promote his region after the tough times of World War II. So we're having tough times with the coronavirus in 2020, and a little bit of Finger Lakes bubbly with a little bit of Cassis makes it a Kir Royale. If I decided to pour a dry white in here, it would just be called a Kir. But when you put in a champagne, it becomes Royale. So enjoy, happy Easter. My gift to you this Sunday morning. Beth, what do you have for us?
Well, I have an Iron Flamingo red ale. Iron Flamingo is in Corning near the post office on Baker Street. I used to live right there, so it's lucky that I don't. But pretty much finished mine already. But what I'm gonna do, because I'm almost done with this, I want to save a little bit of it. And I also have Iron Flamingo Dark English Style Ale. And unsure of how this will pair, but for Easter every year, my grandma makes a Polish Easter soup. This is her sweater, if you can tell. And I don't know the Polish name for it because I don't want to try, but it's very vinegary and it's got Polish sausage and hard-boiled eggs, and honestly, that's pretty much it in it. Don't look it up, you'll be scared. But so I'm gonna try both of these and kind of decide on my own, because I didn't make the soup yet, on what would be best. But I honestly think they would both work, because they're both kind of like not heavy but darker maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think with the soup, especially if it's vinegary, you're not going to want to pair wine.
Absolutely.
But I think with the beer, it'll be perfect. That's wonderful. So I have a 5-year-old in my house. So the Easter Bunny visited us, and I have all the Easter candy you could ever want. And my Easter tip is how to pair Easter candy with Finger Lakes wine. So
very interesting.
Yeah, this is really, really pertinent information right now during quarantine, especially. So my first and favorite, you'll see through this, I have some very interesting candy preferences, but I love a Peep. Now, when you're gonna eat a Peep, I recommend opening them today, and by Tuesday, they'll be ready. And with that stale Peep, I would pair a sparkling wine. So I have Glenora's Brut, which again is a drier. These are very sweet. But I think that will be a delicious pairing. I look forward to opening that on Tuesday. So that's how I will start out my day. Second, I have one of my favorites as well. And you're gonna even think I'm crazier if you don't like Peeps. Jelly beans. And I love black jelly beans. Who does?
Ew, no.
Oh, see.
Jackson says no.
Jackson says
Absolutely not.
I love a black jelly bean.
Yeah.
Very into anise and licorice. But with jelly beans, I will be pairing the Ravines dry Riesling because that sweetness, this is pretty dry,
Yeah.
a little acid, perfect way to pair. And so that will be my pairing number 2 or my suggestion to you. I honestly don't know about the black jelly beans and the Riesling, but I'll just save those all for later.
I'm gonna vote no.
I vote yes.
Yeah, see, you understand me, Lori, you
I
understand.
do, I do.
So third, I have another favorite of mine, Cadbury cream eggs. These are a staple in every Easter basket since I can remember. These I would pair with a Chardonnay because they are pretty like creamy and buttery, which would be perfect with a little oaky Chardonnay. I don't have a Chardonnay. I'm still gonna eat these. Finally, I have another tried and true favorite, the Reese's peanut butter egg. This will be beautiful with the Eclipse Red from Heron Hill over on Keuka Lake. A delicious pairing, highly recommend. Any dry red with any chocolate, you can't go wrong. And actually, I've already started indulging a little this morning with really, these are truly my favorite, the Cadbury mini eggs. These,
The bag that I have is like huge. I don't know how you got away with that tiny.
I didn't get any for
They're the best.
well, luckily the Easter Bunny brought plenty to our house. And these with Hazlitt's Brambleberry.
Yes.
That would be amazing.
Any milk chocolate
Mm-hmm.
with that wine.
I'm
It
so
is
jealous now.
dessert, all you need. So
That's all you need. It's heaven.
Those are
It's
my
heaven.
best recommendations on how to pair your Easter candy with Finger Lakes wine. What I can say is no matter what you have on your wine rack or in your refrigerator will be perfect this Easter. From our team to your home, we wish you a happy Easter. We hope you're doing well and staying safe, and we will see you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.